The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings nothing.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for Trey Sermon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson drops this one down to Sermon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. This to the outside, it's Sermon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. To throw again is Jackson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. De'Ami Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A carry here for Hunt. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Sermon, they'll try the left side with it. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Uses this, and in for the Lions, touchdown. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Vikings 7. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, Sermon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Sermon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. punt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
21, Vikings 14. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Jackson. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
16-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Koo now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And just a yard to go here on second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, Sermon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is caught. It's Brown. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson being chased out left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Sermon. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more, eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead,
He thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. De'Ami Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Back to Sermon on first down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Play action. It's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Lions first down.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Powers through. Into the secondary again. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
35, Lions 28. Pat O'Donnell is set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Jackson now. Step pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And he's able to get it out of there. With it is Brown. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Down at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This one to the left to Higbee. A solid stiff arm. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, it's Hunt. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Christian Wilkins on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play with the score Vikings 35, Lions 28.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Herbert off of play action. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a handoff, Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, another shot for Sermon. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got third. And 5 or less, we have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They run again with Hunt. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Working with a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. Oh, good move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got Fuller. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Jackson.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Herbert to throw.
He's going to let it fly.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd down and 3.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Running left is Sermon.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are moving and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.